One of the things I'm very, very aware of is that one of the challenges that parents face is that parents didn't grow up in an age where there were smartphones and apps and social media. I didn't, you didn't. So that means that you didn't have the inherited experience of being parented in that world, so you don't grow up with the innate knowledge and the vocabulary and the relationship issues that come with trying to set boundaries and having boundaries set for you as children. For us, it was all in the offline world. So if you were 18 or 19 now, you were born the year that the iPhone was released. So you've only known a life of smartphones, but their parents have only known a life without them. So whereas they were children themselves. So we have to have this big issue. Now, I owe a huge apology on behalf of society and every government that's gone before for every child who is over the age of 13 now, because they have been exposed to hateful, violent, misogynistic and pornographic material, not because the children go looking for it, but because it finds them.
The algorithm,
that's how bad it's become.
The algorithm of these for-profit shoves harmful content and porn at 8-year-olds. It's now said that 8% of 8 to 14-year-olds have visited a porn site in the last month.
You're angry about it. I am angry about it.
I'm staggered about it.
Every parent is angry about it, but we've allowed this to go on since the invention of smartphones and the internet and social media.
Can you calculate, there are 40 measures here that I can really understand will make a difference. Whether they'll stamp it out or not, I don't know. Do you have a target, for instance? Is success going to be when fewer children view hateful, harmful, shocking material?
I want us to take a very significant step forward. I am not promising that no content which is inappropriate will never find their way into a young person's feed. What I am saying is that we will take a very significant step forward, and for those companies who actually step outside of the law willfully, they will face the most strident measures that any government in the world has at their disposal, and we will use them. And this is also, Paddy, this is a big step forward. It's not the end of the journey.
I wanted to highlight a case that I think has worked in health and safety, which you've read across from, which is a named individual in a tech firm. Imagine I'm working in a tech firm. I could have the job of looking after children's safety, and that means I could be criminally negligent or criminally pursued. Is that how the law is going to be working?
It is. We're used to this sort of thing with corporate manslaughter. We've never applied this kind of approach to the online world before. But we're using it for the most extreme measures. So in a case where there is criminal child sexual exploitation, we have tasked every tech company with naming a person in their company who is responsible for ensuring that this material never is used and never finds its way into a child's feed.
And do you think it could be prison for a named individual in a bad case?
Oh, the law has given permission to Ofcom to bring prosecution cases to court which could result in a prison sentence, yeah.
It's really easily understood that way, and there's a blaring example that I think we must talk about, which is that you can view porn on Twitter. Now, Twitter does not yet have an age verification, now known as X. It doesn't have an age verification. So by Friday, do you want X to change by Friday?
Yes.
And what's your message to Elon Musk?
No, I don't have a specific message to Elon Musk.
But he runs it.
But what I do have is a message to every single provider of content via social media and platforms into British society. The law requires you to ensure that every piece of content you provide to your users is age appropriate if it is under the age of 18. If it's under the age of 13 and you are social media, children should not be accessing it. That law is equal.
So what will happen
to all?
What will happen to X? Because it's not that I can go on X now and we can look at it together and I can find you some porn on X. If by Friday I can still do that without age verification, will you shut it down?
So at that time, Ofcom, the regulator, then will start its process of assessing platforms that are not acting lawfully.
So could it be shut down?
And then it will start the process of enforcement.
Could Britain shut X down?
Britain has the power to shut down any platform. I don't want everyone to think that this is just about X. There are lots of platforms out there, and I want all of them to think equally seriously about the measures. And I don't care what the platform it is. We will go after you if you do not take account of the law, ensure that age-appropriate material goes to children, that pornography is prevented from getting into the hands of children, and if you're under 13, you shouldn't be on social media at all. access to the British society and economy is a privilege, it's not a right, and that privilege is granted for those people who obey our laws, and we expect that to happen.